Hey, what's up guys, how you doing? My name's Apoq, and I have a bunch of very high tier trades I want to show you. So, over this quarantine, during online school, my way of avoiding it and procrastinating on my homework was doing some trades. So yeah, I finished my unusual trading series over a year ago. I didn't really have any incentive to trade afterwards, because I got my golden frying pan, my endgame dream goal. I've wanted a golden frying pan for years. It's my favorite item. It's crazy expensive, took me forever to get. I had my dream spy set, a bunch of Australiums, and a Bonzo the All-Gnawing Hunter in Darkness, which is a all-class hat, commando grade, with one of the highest tier Halloween effects. It's crazy expensive, and since it's all class, all my bases are covered. So yeah, I didn't really have any incentive to trade. I did take a 9-month break after I finished my series, just playing, enjoying the game, having a good summer. But in the meantime, I did have that Bonzo hat listed for 1,000 keys. And the reason for that is the Bonzo hat, well, it's nice, sure. But the Hunter in Darkness is definitely not the prettiest hat. And Bonzo, to be honest, not my favorite effect. I'm more of a fan of old school hats and first gen effects. But yes, it was definitely nice in the meantime. Worked super well with purple cosmetics and chromatic corruption stuff. I just had it listed in the meantime for a crazy high buyout, just in case it ever sold. And welp, I think you can guess what happened here. Hey, what's up guys? It's been a little while, but I wanted to update you with a trade I made. So, if you remember, I've had this Bonzo the All-Gnawing Hunter in Darkness for quite a while. I bought it, I think in September of last year. Yep, I got it in September, the 30th. So this was my second Bonzo the All-Gnawing Hunter in Darkness. I sold my first one for 2 vintage Sparkle Lugermorphs. At the time they were like 400 keys each. So yes, this is my second one, and I just got around to selling it. So I've had it listed at 1,000 keys for over a year now. Or actually, almost exactly a year I've had it. I haven't really been trying to sell it, that's why my buyout was so high. I purchased this Hunter in Darkness for a vintage Community Sparkle Lugermorph plus 235 keys. At the time, those Lugermorphs, 350 to 400 keys for sure, and the 235. I paid 635 keys. I almost paid full price in pure. Now, don't remind me about what the Lugermorphs price are now. The duped Lugermorphs, they go for maybe 800 or 900 nowadays, so that's a bit of an oof, but regardless, I paid about backpack price for this Bonzo all class. It's one of 3. The other 2 haven't been sold pretty much in a year as well. And yeah, I've had it listed for 1,000 keys. So I have been getting quite a few offers recently. I've had people like Business Sloth, big traders, other people just send me loads of offers for this. But I just sold it today. So what did I get for this hat? So I initially got an offer a few days ago from Pandrezz, and Pandrezz was offering 2 hats. And they're actually pretty nice hats. I like them quite a bit. So this was a anti-freeze team captain. It's clean. It's worth just over 500 keys. And a Dark Blaze Desert Marauder. This thing is a super high tier sniper hat. It's recently priced at 450 keys on ApoqTF. Yeah, this offer is almost 1,000 keys in downgrades, which is really appealing. The best offer I had so far was from Business Sloth, and he was offering around 900 keys in mix-ish. So that wasn't too bad either, but I think this offer is a lot better. Because I didn't just get this, I negotiated just a little bit, just trying to squeeze a tiny bit more, and it worked out. So I also got him to add a Blizzardy Storm Deep Cover Operator. This thing's like 25 keys. It's a nice little suite for such a big trade. And this brings the total to almost 1,000 keys in downgrades. So the team captain priced 3 months ago at like 530 keys, I think. The desert marauder at 450. And yeah, the deep cover operator's 25 keys. So yeah, it's over 1,000 keys and pretty nice downgrades. The bonzo hunter in darkness, it had buy orders at 400. I think the highest the buy orders have been for this hat was maybe 500-ish or 450. Either way, I paid 600. I paid like backpack price in pure. So these are the stats pages for the hats that I got. So here is the antifreeze team captain, priced 3 months ago. One is currently being listed for $1,000, which is backpack price, about 540 keys. Although one did recently quick sell for $700, yeah, like yesterday. I don't think that would count. That's really close to buyer. I think that's like 380 keys. Let's see. Keys are 1.85. Yeah, it's just under 380 keys, and buy orders are at 325. So I'm pretty sure that's a quick sell because last time I checked, that hat was being listed for over 1,000. But it has had some other sales in the past. This one was from a couple months ago at just over $1,000. It's definitely going to be a harder sell for sure. These sort of weird team captains, they don't sell too fast. Just team captains in general. They're high tier hats. They look really nice. I enjoy them personally, but they just don't sell too well. Buy orders are very good though. Over 300 keys. That's pretty good in my books. The second hat, the Dark Blaze Desert Marauder, priced 2 months ago at 450 keys. Also has super solid buy orders at 330. This is definitely a super high tier sniper hat. It's spelled with bruised purple footprints. These footprints are kind of pinkish in game. I can show them to you after this. I'm listing right now for 550. It's one of two. The other one's not for sale. Hasn't been for sale for 9 months. I don't think there's any like other nice sniper hats with Dark Blaze that are cheaper. I'm pretty sure most of them are just not for sale or way more expensive. But yeah, it's crazy expensive for a sniper hat. This probably will take a while to sell too, but it's super nice, super collectible. And of course the deep cover operator, real high buy orders. It's basically pure. I might sell it, like quick sell it, 23, 24 keys. Just to get some pure and maybe buy some quick sells. Yeah, almost 680 keys if I just sold to buy orders right now, which is already profit from what I paid. And like I showed before, it's over 1,000 keys in items. And I'll show you these hats in game. Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm doing a pretty big trade again. Right now I'm gonna sell my anti-freeze team captain. So I got this team captain by selling my Bonzo the All-Gnawing Hunter in Darkness. I got this along with a Dark Blaze Marauder for the sniper. So this hat's about 520 keys. Really nice. I missed my old team captain, so I wanted another one. And right now I'm trading it to AKS, who is a longtime viewer of my YouTube channel. So I am selling it for a Knife Storm Shelmet and 30 keys pure. So this is a soldier exclusive hat with Knife Storm. It's a 2nd gen Halloween effect, probably the best 2nd gen Halloween effect, I'd say. Stormy 13th Hour is a close second, but definitely super high tier Halloween, old school, retired effect. This one's one of two. These sell for around 450 to 500 keys, and I'm getting some pure ads. So I initially declined a 1-for-1 offer on this, and that's mostly because I thought the team captain is just a little bit easier to sell, or at least is just worth just has a greater value in general. But 30 keys pure in ads is definitely enough for me to take it. Just accepted that. So let's take a look at the anti-freeze team captain. Right now there's one other seller at same price as mine, although they were undercutting me before. They were selling it for about backpack price, so I know they are going to be tough competition. And let's see, how long have I had this hat? I haven't really been trying to sell it. I've had it a couple weeks, so not too bad. Buy orders are at 327 or so, and 5 exist. And multi-class hat, price is in date. The Knife Storm, on the other hand, price is also in date. Just barely though. It's 523 keys, so about the same price. Buy orders are very similar as well. Not as many though, but I know this hat will definitely sell well just because it's Halloween right now, and it's a super nice soldier hat. It's Knife Storm. They sell for a lot. It is hard for me to let go of a nice team captain though. I've already let go of a scorching one, but I feel like I could get another one sometime soon. And yeah, I'll be happy hanging on to this Knife Storm for now, but I'll show it to you in game. Sorry I didn't record this trade for y'all, but I sold the Desert Marauder, effect is Dark Blaze. So I got really lucky with this hat because Toner, I sold it to this guy, and he was after this hat when the previous owner had it. He was going to pay 500 keys for it, but of course I ended up with the hat. The guy sold it to me. So right when I got the hat, Tony R went up to me and said, hey, I'll give 500 keys in 2 or 3 weeks. So I waited it out and he followed through. So here's how the deal worked out. So right now I got the initial trade. This is a 2-part trade for now. Since he wanted the hat a little bit early, I budged a little bit. So he still owes me some keys, but this is what I got in the meantime. So I have a Blizzardy Storm Valley Forge. This is a soldier hat. It's like 30 keys or so. It's pretty outdated, of course, but it's a rare hat. Only a few of them exist. Buy orders are at 16 keys. I just told him to add these unusuals because he was going to quick sell them anyways, so might as well try to make some extra profit, and it didn't really matter for him. And this is the Ominous Knight Skullcracker. It's worth 22 keys, I think. Buy orders are also around 15, 16. And pure keys. Now, I can just keep scrolling and scrolling, and that's a lot of pure keys right there. Keeps going and going. So that's 417 keys. We agreed that once he gets the last set of keys, he'll pay me 50 more. So right now I already got like 470 keys and mostly pure from him, and I'm getting 50 more in less than a week. So in total I'm getting about 520 keys in mostly pure for this Desert Marauder, which is absolutely insane, and I'm super happy with this trade, and I hope Tony enjoys it. I had a Green Energy Bloke's Bucket hat. I traded this for a Haunted Ghost Human Cannonball. He added a couple keys to the Bloke's hat, and I just sold it for 25 keys and a little sweet worth a few ref. 25 keys is pretty close to buy orders, but it's such a competitive market. I'll take the pure when I can. Buy orders were at 23, 24 keys, and other sellers were at 27. It's a nice hat though, low tier hat, high tier effect, and I'll take the pure. Hey, what's up guys? Today I feel like buying something special for myself. So I've been looking at vintage big kills for, I don't know, I've always wanted a vintage big kill, but I've recently been interested in buying one. So as you know, I have a unique big kill, and it's spelled. I managed to pick this up for like 10 keys, which is ridiculously cheap. A spelled unique big kill, they usually go for 20-25 keys, so I definitely got a very good deal on mine, and I always wanted to upgrade to a vintage one. However, there's no clean vintage ones that will pretty much ever sell. I think there's 7 clean ones, 4 are in dead backpacks, other ones are with collectors who will never sell, and they're basically dead backpacks at this point. But the duped ones, they thankfully go for about half price, 250 keys, but I didn't really want to upgrade my spelled one to a non-spelled one. I wanted to get one of the spelled professional kill streak vintage big kills, and there happened to be one on the market, so I know a few people with them who won't sell. They're super cool items, and I found this one on the market, sold by Brown, and it has Villainous Violet Firehorns, which is one of my favorite. Well, Violet matches my set, and Firehorns is just a great kill streaker. But this one's spelled, and he has it listed for 450 keys, so I added him and talked to him, see if he can go lower to the non-spelled ones price range, and he could. So we just struck a deal saying 300 keys for this. Now, it is paying 50 more keys just because it's spelled that I can only use on Halloween, but it's a bit special because there's no clean ones with a spell, and I think it justifies buying a duped one if it has the exorcism on it. I also did some digging in the history to see how many exactly are spelled, and it seems like there's around 8 to 10 of them. I could be wrong, it's kind of hard to look through a duped item's history, especially since not all of these dupes are spelled. Spelled Vintage Pro Killstreak Big Kill. And thankfully I have this script so I can easily put in 300 keys and not worry about counting them over and over again. So, and it puts the summary here, 300 keys here for their big kill. Now this is one step closer to completing my spy set, and I'll get back to you when he accepts the offer. Ooh. Professional kill streak big kill. And a conscientious objector. I think that's a rare drop. So I have this one, which is my old one, and a brand new one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, you see the ghosts. Hey, what's up guys? I just made a pretty interesting trade, I'd say. It's not something that I normally do, but I just paid a lot of pure for a Burning Flames Conjurer's Cowl. So this guy was selling it in the trade server. He wanted like 160 keys in unusuals, or less in pure. And the thing is, the backpack price of this is 120 keys. It's still in date technically, but look how high these buyers are. Even a buyer at 117. So he told me that he got pure offers of 120 keys and some other sort of mixed offers, and I negotiated a little bit and I got this one for 125 keys. So yes, I'm paying more than full price in pure, which is pretty crazy. However, I justify this because it's clean. The only one on the market, which is really odd for a hat like this, because quite a few exist, 14 of them, and it's a really collectible Demoman hat. It's a really high tier at least. But if you look at similar sort of hats, like a Hustler's Hallmark, a Burning one, it's priced at 105 keys. I used to have a Burning one and a Scorching one. You can't get them for less than 200. Now, of course, that's probably a little bit inflated, but even like the Scorching ones, they want at least 160, and I'm pretty sure these are dupes. Oh no, that's a clean one. Not bad. But yeah, these are very similarly priced hats, and Burning at 120 keys was just way too cheap. Like if I take Scorching, for example, none of them are on the market. Sunbeams, however, 88 keys backpack price as of 7 months. They're selling for double than that. Buyers are like 20 keys higher. So I think I'm safe to at least sit on this Hallmark, the Conjurer's Cowl for a little while, and I'll definitely make some profit. I'm hoping to get some nice overpay at least. Let's show it in game. Alright guys, so I just got the Conjurer's Cowl. Let's check it out. Burning Flames. I put on my wizard's hat. This is pretty old school. And I've never had a Conjurer's Cowl, I don't think, an unusual at least. I really like the Hallmark, so let's check it out. Oh yeah. That's really nice. Probably not as good with the purple. I can try it with this sort of loadout. I'll experiment, but yeah. Burning Flames and gold just goes too well together. So it's been about a month since I bought this Burning Flames Conjurer's Cowl. I bought it November 4th and I sold it last night. So I paid 125 keys for it. It's priced at 120. The thing is, I got pretty lucky with this buy because after I bought it, the buy orders jumped to 135 keys, meaning that I could have sold it to them for 10 keys profit instantly. But I decided to wait it out. I got an offer of 150 keys, which I declined. Could have made 25 keys profit there. But I waited it out a little bit more. I sold it last night to Chess Player for 170 keys pure. So, yep, 170 keys, that's 45 keys pure profit in just about a month's time, and that was pretty awesome in my eyes. I had a lot of fun owning this hat. It's probably one of my favorite Demoman hats. Probably one of the best you can get. Old school, first gen hat. 45 keys profit. That's pretty insane. So, now that I made 45 keys profit, I had 250 keys pure, just over that. So what was I going to do with all that? So I needed to buy some more quick sells, and of course that's not always the easiest thing to find good deals, but I was lucky. The same guy who sold me the Conjurer's Cowl, he was brokering a bunch of items for his friend, 5 unusuals he was selling, and I decided to buy every single one of them. So he had 5 unusuals here, 3 of which were kilowatt. So we have a kilowatt Dread Hiding Hood, a kilowatt El Jefe, and a kilowatt Charmer's Chapeau. This one is also spelled with Voices from Below, so that's a nice bonus. So yeah, these are all pretty nice hats. Kilowatt's a cool effect, I like it. Nice 3rd gen. And also 2 higher tier hats. So this one here, it's a Omniscient Orb Hunter in Darkness, recently priced at like 96 keys. It's one of 2, 2018 Halloween effect. It's probably going to be a hard sell. But this one here, it's a Scorching Flames Cold Snap Cap. This will probably sell pretty easily. It's a real nice all-class first gen effect. Yeah, it's a pretty nice set of items here. So, what did I pay for this lot? You could probably do a bit of math with how many keys I have left. But yeah, 5 unusuals here. In total, these add up to around 270 keys. And I paid 220 keys pure for these unusuals. Now, if you call the full price of each one at 270, then it's not really a big discount, maybe 20%. But it's still a pretty good quick sell in my opinion, because most of these are pretty easy to sell. The Scorching Flames Cold Snap Cap, it's worth 110 keys. It's the only one on the market though, and I'm going to be listing it pretty high, because if you look at the Burning Flames version, sellers are pretty high and buyers are 40 keys higher than Scorching for some reason. It's not like it's any rarer, but yeah, so I'm the only one on the market. I'm going to be listing it pretty high, hoping to make a lot more profit. And here, the Omniscient Orb Hunter in Darkness, only one on the market, recently priced off of pure sales. This is going to be harder to sell. It's not a very desirable hat or effect, but it is Halloween and it has a very niche market for sure. Now these 3 hats, they're all really low profit margins of course, but I'm also The only one on the market. Each of these hats have no other sellers on them. Maybe some marketplace sellers, but that's not a big issue. And they're all pretty nice hats. Pretty good buyers. Yeah, I'll show you them in game. Just got all 5 initials. Nice. I miss buying a bunch of unusuals at once. After just over a week, I managed to sell my Scorching Flames Cold Snap Cap, all class. If I look at the sellers here, so I bought this in bulk, paid 220 keys for a bulk deal of like 6 unusuals. I counted this hat as me paying like 85 keys for it, and the backpack price is 107 keys, big range. At the time, the buy orders were about 75, but if you look now, the buy orders have risen dramatically. So even if I sold it to buy orders, I would have already made profit. But if you look at the sell orders, when I first bought it, I was the only seller on the market. So I listed it for 175 keys. And I know that's a bit extreme considering that it's 70 keys over the backpack price, but it did seem to be in my favor. The buy orders did increase, the demand did increase. However, 2 other sellers appeared besides me, and that kind of got me a bit worried. I knew I wasn't going to get 175 in the first place, but I knew I was going to have a lot tougher competition this way. So anyways, I got a decent enough offer for me to take. So the first offer, Imagiro, he sent me was a Dragonborn helmet, effect was Sunbeams, and a Blizzardy Storm Law. So I made a counter offer to this, as you can see, because if you look, the Dragonborn helmet is just over 80 keys, priced super recently. One seller at 93, that's not bad. The buy orders are okay-ish, they're reasonable, 54 keys. And the Blizzardy Storm Law, it's underpriced a bit because buy orders are higher than the full price. I think it could probably fetch 40-45 keys, especially since buy orders are at like 39. Just these two together, it'd be 39 key buy order plus a 54 key buy order. Sure, it's already a okay deal. The full price being, I don't know, 120, 125 keys. It's not bad, it's overpay, but I wanted a little bit more because the reason why I liked the Scorching Cold Snap Cap was the Burning one's priced at 140 keys and has pretty high buy orders at 116, so I just wanted to squeeze a little bit extra out of him. I sent a counter offer with his Sparkling Lights Bumble Beanie. This hat has buy orders at 26 keys and sellers at 40. So I thought that would have been a decent enough ad. And of course he countered me back, which I accepted. This offer has a Frosted Star Victory Lap on top. This is a brand new taunt effect. I don't really know a good idea. I don't know how much it could sell for, to be honest, but I think it's decent enough. If I look at the stats page, only like 6 of them have been unboxed so far. Sellers are way too high at the moment, but buy orders are solid, 13 keys. The brother effect to this, which is called Delightful Star, a bit more of those have been unboxed, and there's someone trying to sell it for 25 keys. The buy orders are a little bit higher. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't think it's going to be selling for, what, 55 keys? No, sir. Counting up the buy orders, again, it's 54, 39, and 13, which is 106 keys. Now, that's pretty solid. You know, I paid like 85 keys for it. It's already 20 keys profit. And the full price, I'm going to say that this is maybe 20, 25 keys. I'll just say 25 for now. it's like 145 key offer, which is definitely fair because the burning one is selling for close to that, and it was already just profit, so might as well take. Alright guys, so I just got the hats. Yes, the Blizzardy Storm Law, the Sunbeams Dragonborn. I don't know if I've ever had a unusual Dragonborn. They're pretty nice hats. And of course the Frosted Star Victory Lap. Very nice second gen effect. Works great with the pan, of course. Let's see how this looks. Ah. It's a bit purple pink. I think this will look pretty good on my spy at least. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. Alright guys, I'm doing a little bit of a downgrade trade right now. I'm selling my Kilowatt El Jefe for a Circling TF Brain Bucket and 9.5 keys. I'm selling it for 30 keys. It's priced at 21, but yeah, buy orders are pretty high. Actually, sellers on Marketplace at $44. And keys probably around 1.8, 1.7. So yeah, that's about 24 keys. And I'm trading it for this Brain Bucket and 9.5 keys pure. The Brain Bucket's 13.5, really high buy orders, so that's decent. I don't know how stable those are. That means that I can instantly sell it for more. And the Brain Bucket's only one on the market with a decent first gen effect on a soldier hat, so not too shabby of a downgrade in my opinion. I'll get some more pure. I really like TF logo. It works really well with Australians. The Brain Bucket is definitely a low tier hat, but yeah, logo's a nice effect. This morning I woke up to an offer for my Ominous Knight Skullcracker. I've had this for about 2 months. I got it in my trade for the Desert Marauder. I sold it off for this and a bunch of keys and other items, but anyways, I've had this for 2 months. Just had it listed for 25 keys. It's over backpack price, but no one else is really selling these. It's a nice all-class taunt with a cool effect. So I got an offer for a Wintry Wisp, flippin' awesome, and a Venoshock Didgeridrongo. So together this is about 22 keys in more unusual taunts as a downgrade, and that's fair. It matched buy orders at least. So I probably could have taken this as is and would have been fine, but I noticed the guy was online and I wanted to try and squeeze a little bit extra out of him, just to, I don't know, just to reassure me at least, because these are new effects. I have no idea how they sell, but I got him to add 2 keys, which was really awesome because that brings the buy orders of all of these together at around, what, 19 keys or something. That's already pretty close to the backpack price of this, and I'm pretty sure I can get more on the Flippin' Awesome because there's been some high marketplace sales I just saw. So yeah, right now I'm listing the Flippin' Awesome for 25 keys. That's double the backpack price. I don't think I'm gonna get that, but there have been some marketplace sales pretty close to that, like 30-40 bucks. So yeah, we'll see. Alright guys, I think now is a good time to check out just a little bit of a recap of what all I've gotten and what all I've traded up to in 3 months so far. So 3 months ago, I pretty much only was selling my Bonzo the All-Knowing Hunter in Darkness. I paid around backpack price for this, 650 keys or so at the time, and I held on to it for about a year. In just about 3 months of trading, here's where I am at now. So instead of the Hunter in Darkness, I have 11 unusuals, 3 of them are taunts, and 49 pure keys. So if you just check out the backpack price of all these unusuals and the keys, then it's 880 keys in items, mostly. But you might remember that I did buy quite a few things just for myself for keeps. For example, The biggest of which was this vintage big kill, spelled. I paid 300 pure keys for this thing, and I'm going to be hanging on to this, so it's out of the trading for now. And I've also spent probably a good 10 or 15 keys on miscellaneous things, like different stranges, different paints, tour duty tickets, taunts, stuff for friends, etc. If you add all that I've pretty much traded so far, so that's like 880 keys in what I'm currently trading, and maybe 320 keys in what I'm taken out of the series so far. So yeah, that's 1200 keys right now. But it is important to note that some of these items are either underpriced or unpriced. So it's probably safe to add maybe another 30 to 50 keys to this. So yeah, 1250 keys, and I started paying 650 for the Bonzo Hunter in Darkness. So that's 600 keys profit in a few months. It is important to note that the Bonzo did take me a year to sell, and I did make most of my profit from that. I made probably 350, 400 keys from that alone. So just in a few months I made 245 keys, and that's not too bad. So I'm gonna leave you guys off right about there. I couldn't include every single trade in this video, otherwise it would have been hours long. But still, it's nearing 40 minutes. I wanted to thank you all for watching up till this point. Now that does mean I will have a couple more episodes in this high tier trades mini-series. So do look forward to those, because those are going to have some real bangers, some real god tier stuff in them. But yeah, as of now, in just a few months I got hundreds of keys of profit and some very nice hats. As always, thank you all for watching. My name's Apoq, and I'll see you all in the next video.